grew up in an environment where addiction was prevalent.
A lot of them come from different counties. They usually CPS, or mom is not doing motherly things and they end up in the care.
You realize that even at 21, at 22, at 23, they still need the services and the help and the guidance and the talkings to that you would give to a 14-year-old.
And for me, I could not believe that I had anything good in me. You know, that's one thing I had to deal with first. Like, okay, wait a minute. If you can say I'm good, is that really true?
Safe light repair, safe light replace.
Absolutely.
I think any chance that, you know, any kind of companies, corporations, anything can give back to their communities, that's probably like the coolest thing in the world, right?
Both of us being fathers, any opportunity where we can, you know, help any kind of struggling kids out there. You know, they're trying to set these kids up for success for that next chapter of their life. So giving a little assistance and help, getting Safe Light involved. You know, we're also the folks that we're hungry young men and women and giving them opportunities in our local communities to kind of, you know, better themselves, better their families.
So I've been in foster care for so many years. It's coming to 10 years. And I've never met a company that is doing something really unique like Safe Light is doing. Literally, they are changing the world. One child at a time, one community at a time.
The youth that we're coming from, we don't know what they've been through prior to coming to us, right? They could have we can have all of the paperwork on them in the world, and that's not gonna demonstrate who they show up to be. And so we want to understand them and meet them where they are so that we can best serve them from that space. But we need to, again, like lead with love and lead with that support. And yes, it may be frustrating and it may be hard and we may be like, they just don't get it, but we can't throw our hands up. We have to show back up the next day.
Safe Light has provided and given me the opportunities to learn and grow. And I know you said you don't know a lot about Safe Light, but let me tell you, the leaders at our organization, from store leader to CEO and everybody in between, amazing leaders that care about you as a person, that inspire you to become more than you ever thought was possible in yourself, has been a pivotal piece of my journey.
I think the main thing is resources, most likely, right? We have a workforce, and when they're gonna say, hey, we want you guys to have volunteer days, they're giving us permission to go help. And I think that means that it's a priority to them. I think they're really giving back from what they'd earned, you know, and said, hey, we're doing good business there, let's give that back. So for me, that's, again, probably the best part of it.
It's actually the associates, it's the managers, it's the people that run the Safeway centers, all those businesses that are showing up for these kids. You know, and I love what they're doing. They're helping kids in home space. These are teenagers between 14 and I think above 21. You know, only girls who are having difficulty in finding a place, but also making sure they're living in a space that can provide for them any tools they need to survive.
So what services do you provide? Like, what are those skills you give to the kids?
They have the intense skill builder that helps them do banking, bills, understanding what emergency from the case planner sends up the stuff for their driving. Then we have the behavior health team that does the mental health evaluations, and they do see their counselors.
Right.
They have various groups, cooking groups, parent, mother, baby groups, fundamentals. They go out on outings to take, you know, sometimes it just be like, oh, this is just for moms, or oh, this is for mom and baby.
Right.
So they have different activities.
It makes them feel seen and heard when their entire lives they were not seen or heard. It makes them know that they're important. They're an important piece of this community, an important part of the world, and it brings it to their home. So it's so important for our youth to feel accepted and part of a community and part of a family, and that's what spaces like this do, is they bring the youth together to feel accepted and a part of the community.
Why are you passionate about making a difference, especially to foster youth? Like just the way you carry yourself, the way you show up. Like sometimes like, are you a foster parent? but you're not, you know? But in some way that truly that has kind of really given you a zeal to be passionate about changing the kid's life. How did that come about?
But I think back to my childhood in thinking that every child has to have a place to go, right? And fortunate for myself, I had kinship to people I was very comfortable being with. And then I come into a place like this, and it gives me more motivation to do a better job. It's an organization that doesn't just say, hey, we're gonna do a bunch of stuff, right? I think this is our 25th space on our road to 50. And you know, once we hit 50, we probably affected 1,000 foster child's
more
lives,
than that.
right?
Remember, the kids come and go. The spaces are always used for the next 10 years. You know,
Yeah.
how many kids come in
Yep.
and stuff. So for me, that is talk about legacy. That's really living legacy.
And I think you'd be surprised how many associates in a company this big, they want to volunteer their time. They want to get involved. And having Safe Light kind of back everybody up. Doesn't matter if you're a brand new technician or if you're, a CFO. They want to get involved. They want to give back. So I think you'd be surprised how many people will give up some of their, much demanded time.
I mean, I think it's unique, right? Because we all operate in our local communities, yet we're attached to this corporate office in Columbus, and we're all over the globe. So it's nice. We're meeting some leaders this week that we've talked to before, but we never met them. And then to see them come in and give it back to our community is even better. So I think it is nice that, we employ our own community, we work in our own community. So why not give back to your own community?
So I'm an African, In Africa, we believe it takes a village to raise a child. Like literally, that's what it is. We don't have, foster in Africa. Well, some countries do, but at least where I come from in Uganda, there's no foster. But there's family, there's neighbors, there's friends. Like we jump in and help one another. It's just how we live our lives. And I love that about Safe Light. Like it's amazing to see, like, yes, we're doing a room, we're doing the home space for kids. But you brought your associates, like you brought the people you work with to say, we're gonna do this in our community. Not every company does that. And for me, I find Safe Light like truly uniquely so different.
So first and foremost, it brings a lot of pride, right? And it's not to promote our name for more windshields. It's to be associated with good causes, right? And it's just a lot of pride. And can you believe we get paid to do this stuff?
Exactly.
Like, this is work. And genuinely, Peter, I didn't bring these people here. They chose to be here. They wanted to be here. They asked to be here.
I think it's a win-win for everybody, and it feels good to give back. And
Yeah, I think as a parent, I think we all three of us probably can relate that, we feel like we raise our kids to, you're going to get back what you put into the world. So automatically when you're volunteering your time or donating anything, you're already sending those good vibes out there. I think it's very, very important, especially in the world we live in now, just to always be giving back, because a lot of us have a lot and a lot of people don't.
One adult can change the trajectory of any of our kids in foster. One adult, not 5, not 7, one. And I always say, most of them don't have that one.
They don't.
That one that they can call, that's all they need. Just
A little bit.
safety. Believe in me.
For people like us, as we see these kids leave their apartments and go out to do whatever they're doing, I know when I see them and I look in their eyes, it's deeper than that. So I feel like now more than ever, I have more to give of myself to them. I have more wisdom, more experience, and I love giving back in these situations.
Maybe one day we'll be in your village. Maybe one day we'll be in your community. Maybe one day, who knows, Safe Light might say, apply, remember? I think they have an application where you can apply. They do mostly centers, where kids meet, where they're therapy, but also where people run this organization that they can have a space to feel like it's beautiful, it's home. So maybe you can apply, I don't know. Maybe we might come to your city. I wanna come to your city. Oh man, I came home with a full heart, to be honest. It takes a village. You can be a village. We don't always have to wait for us, Safe Light to do that for everyone, but we can do it ourselves with the little things we have. Is it showing up for a meal? Is it showing up to listen? Is it showing up to say it's gonna be okay? We can do what we can. So do your part and the rest will follow.
Don't forget to tell them to subscribe.
Oh yes, right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. Absolutely.
And turn on the notification bell so you don't have to miss our next upload.
Yes.
And maybe hit the like button too. We'd appreciate it.
Yes.
Comment down below, what should we do next? A challenge? A family day?
Well, absolutely. We could do really anything, absolutely. Let us know and watch this next video right here. See you guys. Bye.